Okay, another thing I'm going to show you about DME Justify that can be really helpful is some other AI features that are going to save you a lot of time. Uh, Many of you know that lesser equipment needs to be ruled out. So that's important. And also answering 10 basic questions that Medicare is going to need to know in order to approve this device. So first of all, you got to start with your agreed upon equipment. That is your starting point for everything in DME Justify. So at that point, we're going to go to Enhance, and I'm going to paste the entire narrative uh, that came out of an evaluation that I did, and that's pretty detailed. So Doris lives alone in the first floor apartment. So we're going to minimize how much, because we probably don't need a whole lot of input because this is pretty detailed. But it's going to integrate that. It's going to weave what has been introduced into the equipment itself. So Doris is a female. We're going to say she, her. Um, so it's going to enhance that. And while we're doing that, I just want to show you how you can change how this is formatted to your screen. Here's the dividers here, and you can spread stuff, move it any way you want, like that. You can collapse this, you can open it back up, and then here's your menu on the side. And this is about what I'm going to show you here. So medical necessity wizard, it's going to remind you that you need to put the extra stuff in your past medical history. So we're going to go ahead and generate those questions now. Doris, let's say that she's not functionally ambulatory, and we're going to use her name. And okay, we'll say she's a full-time wheelchair user because that's going to change things on number 6. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and justify. And it's going to build it right in front of you. Does the client have limitations that impairs participation? And it's going to answer that. It's going to answer all 10 questions there. So this is really great. It's just a starting point. So you can edit this any way that you want. It's really a great thing. It's a great tool that you can use, and it's just editable right here. So a 67-year-old female, you want to change it, you can right there. And then you can copy all of that and export it into a Word document. You can parse it from there, put it where you want it, divide it up into your EMR the way that you want it. If that can be helpful, you can just copy it and put what you want, where you want it in your EMR. And it's going to answer all the questions that insurance is going to be looking for. Okay, so that's easy to do. And then lesser equipment. We want to rule out everything that's below the power chair. So that would be a optimally configured manual wheelchair, a cane, and a walker. This is going to be a shorter paragraph, but this is going to give you a basic layout of probably a great starting point. Just to kind of give you an idea of where to begin. You add it whatever you want. If you see stuff that you want to change or modify, this is just fine the way it is. So you can change it, and then at that point you can export it. So those are just some things that are going to be a little bit easier for therapists that are less familiar with these types of evaluations. And it's going to definitely boost your approval rate and decrease your work on the back end if you get a denial. So anyhow, I hope that is helpful.